G'day, Ben from Melbourne here, and today is the third instalment of some of my favourite Australian music from the 2010s, part 3. Alright, let's get straight into it. First up, we always have to feature someone with the surname Howard, but this time it's Harry Howard and the NDE, or near-death experience, with his 2013 self-titled record on Spooky Records. Of course, he's the brother of Roland S. Howard. They both played in Crime and the City Solution and These Immortal Souls. Backed by the Ace rhythm section of Dave Graney on bass and Claire Moore on drums. It's a lot more straightforward than probably anything Roland would have done. But yeah, it's well constructed, catchy rock songs, with cool keys and backing vocals supplied by Edwina Preston. So I'll just show you a bit more of the record. There's the cool Spooky and other distributors' labels. Just a black record in this case. A little bit of dust on that one. Anyway, I'll fix that later. Alright, next one. The Hierophants, or Hierophants, I'm never sure how to say this one, with Parallax Error. 2015 Art Records, Geelong, post-punk, new wavers. Of course, it was mixed and mastered by Mikey Young. What isn't in this country? Featuring an all-star lineup with members from The Orb, Frowning Clowns, Alien Nose Job, The Oz Mutants, Drug Sweat, Leather Towel, Modal Melodies, School Damage, Smarts, Parsnip, The Bonnywells, and Traffic Island. And if that doesn't do it for you, buy a tie and get into business. Preferably finance, because you're not going to make any money buying records, that's for sure. It was a nice yellow one. Let's even hold it up the right way around. Yeah. Just in case you don't know which side's which. And did I already say this was on Art Records? Well, I'm saying it now. Next, the Frowning Clouds. The aforementioned Frowning Clouds have one of many Melbourne bands from this era, which shares many members. This one's called Whereabouts, from 2013 on the great Anti-Fade Records label. Sounds like Rickenbacker's on this one to me, so obviously it's hard not to think of the Birds, but maybe a little more psych garagey. These guys have a great ear for melody and a good hook too. Another band, as I said, that features members from a million other bands. This one comes with a CD. Groovy looking vinyl there. There we go. And some more stuff inside, I think. Yep. Nice mega snail. Bit of info on there. One more time, cool cover. Yeah, ripping record. Alright, Eastlink. Self-titled record from 2014. This one's on In the Red Records, and by God, the guitars are in the red. On top of an unrelenting rhythm section with vocals trying to fight above the din. There's the back cover there. Members from all the usual suspects in Melbourne bands. I reeled off half of them before. 4 guitars, 1 drummer, 2 vocalists, and 2-note monolithic riffs, if you can get your head around that. This runs the gamut, sort of from harsh, crude, fuzzed out pounders to droning soundscapes, heavy, punishing, repetitive riffs where like the guitars lock onto something intense and just belt it out for 4 minutes. If you like repetition in the good way, you will love this record. Beautiful blue vinyl there too. I don't know if I mentioned, but for just wait, talk amongst yourselves. For international viewers, that gentleman there was a former AFL footballer for the Saints called Nicky Winmar, and that's from a famous photo. He's an Aboriginal man who was pointing to the colour of his skin. During an awful time of a lot of racial abuse being hurled freely at the football and God knows where else. But I'd like to think that we're moved a little bit further ahead of that, but still got a long way to go. Let's get back to the rock, but yeah, it's just a great image. Next, Dick Diver with their album New Start Again from 2011 on Chapter Music. Great indie pop band from Melbourne. Obviously took its name from the character Dick Diver in the F. Scott Fitzgerald book, Tender is the Night? Let's say it's and of course, I did a feature on their drummer Steph Hughes a little while back, who's an artist and has done like several of the Dick Diver records artwork. Amongst other bands she's played in, she supplies that. I'm not sure if it says on this one. No, anyway, cool artwork regardless. You should check these things out before you talk up someone's artwork. The song New Start Again is just absolutely fantastic. Just awesome, kind of dreamy indie rock. What do you know? Recorded by Mikey Young. I feel like I'm going to be mentioning his name a lot in this. Here's the inner. There's the band. Some indecipherable lyrics there. And the vinyl itself. Yellow on this side and white on that side. Yeah. I can see that the black vinyl's reflecting and letting you all in behind the curtain of how this show rolls, but just pretend it's not there like the Wizard of Oz and all will be fine. And just ignore that really random piece of crap I just took then. Alright, Boom Gates. God, this is off the rails early on. Double Natural, 2012, Bedroom Suck Records. Started as just a couple of friends jamming, apparently. And it was going well, so they invited a few more friends over. And soon become a proper band. It's a cool yellow insert. Yeah, you can hear a bit of a mix of, like they say, their influences are Big Star, Camper Van Beethoven, Townes Van Zandt, Velvet Underground. I don't hear too much of the countryish side of Townes Van Zandt, but kind of that high and lonesome sort of sound, I suppose. Yellow labels. And a nice red one there. God knows if that was up the right way. But yet again, people from all sorts of bands, Eddie Current Suppression Ring, Dick Diver, Twerps, and about a million others. Throw a bit of Church into that mix too for their sound. Good stuff. Next, let's get punk. Oz Mutants, Order of Operation on Art Records, 2014. Synth punk, post-punk, we love that here. Yeah, frenetic, funny lyrics. It's rocks, this album. Yeah, they were great fun live too. And as per the law in Melbourne, if you're in a band, you have to play in at least 7 to 10 other bands. So anything that these guys are in are worth checking out. Yeah, I love We're Cops, and Felix Tried to Kill Himself. That's just mental, that song. Yeah, Looney Bin's not bad either. Probably not PC to call it that, but anyway, that's not what these guys are about. Look at those crazy young lads whooping it up. And that's sensible bit of information on the back there. So if you do have problems with your copier, consult this. And the record, just white labels here. Great fun, and just jumps out of the speakers. What have we got next? The Shifters Have a Cunning Plan on Trouble in Mind Records from 2018. Recorded at Al Montfort's, who you might be like, who the hell's that? He's one of the dudes from the mighty Total Control. His home studio, they recorded this. This one actually ups the sort of fidelity of the sound a bit more than their previous stuff. It's got a bit more spacious. By no means is this like a audiophile album at all. It's just got a little bit better sound than the previous one, and it gives it a bit more oomph. Yeah, like this is great, scrappy, it's stumbling, almost falling apart, sort of brilliant indie pop stuff. Cool cover, that too. There they are on the back. Yeah, lyrics, that simultaneously celebrate the banality of life and also get stuck into that banality. And this one's on, what would you say that is? Kind of an orangey colour, I suppose. Bit like burnt orange. Who knows? I just make this shit up. If you want actual information, have a look on the internets. Oh yeah, we are on the internet, but don't watch this if you want actual information about things outside of Australian music. Even that I would be like, go in cautiously too. We're all here just to look at the covers because they're pretty. Alright, GT. Self-titled 2018 on Goodbye Boozy Records. This is one of those ones that go, wahey! Wahey! Fun for all the family. One of the leaders of the lo-fi Australian synth punk revolution of the last few years. Things falling out. But like most of our punks, these guys don't take things too seriously, and that's great. Cool inner there. This stuff absolutely rocks. Really good band, and if you see any of their clips online, it's quite weird and perverse stuff. This is the whole cover. Have I got that up? Oh, of course we've got that upside down there. That's the back cover. And then this is on black vinyl. Just plain white print there. Lovely stuff. Right. The Wireheads with lightning ears. Love the colours on this, like, just cool looking artwork. On 10th Court from 2017. These are Adelaide band. This is their fourth album. This one actually produced by Calvin Johnson. Yes, that Calvin Johnson. Swaggering rock, kind of fuzzy punk, thumping sound. Thumping, like if the drums thump, I suppose. Repetitive in the good way. Obnoxious and a bit fuzzed out, like quite a few of these ones. Did I show you the back? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. It's kind of like a great culmination of all they did on their previous records. But this is just one of those ones where, I know this will sound funny, but you put it on, it's just so listenable, if that makes sense. It just, yeah, just feels nice, massaging the ears. And, you know, by the time you get to the end of side 2, you're like, God damn, that's a good record. You know, those ones where you kind of, you know it's good, but you kind of almost underrate it, and then when you actually put it on, you're like, this is the shiznit, man. All right, just going to quickly rush by these next few because I have shown these before, but I have to say these are up there with the best stuff of the 2010s. Of course, the Goon Sax, Up to Anything, their debut record. Fortunately, 3 and out, so we never got to see where they were going to go after their kind of frustrating third album, which also frustrating in a way that they were almost there, but they didn't really come together, but it showed enough promise to be like, okay, they're heading in an interesting direction now, but sadly they called it a day. Great band. Of course, Lewis is the son of Robert Forster of the Go-Betweens, and I'm sure he hates that being brought up every time his band's brought up, but it's hard not to make comparisons. We have 2 young men both sharing lead vocals and songwriting, and a young lady on the drums as well, as was the Go-Betweens. But they are doing their own thing, and they do have a great but short catalogue. And here's the vinyl. Did I say this is on Chapter Music? Well, I'm saying it now. And I think I said it. Did I? 2018, this one came out. All right, I think, yeah. The great Jen Clower with her album In Blood Memory from a couple of years ago, 2013. This one's on the mighty Milk Records, of course, the label that Jen and Courtney Barnett started. Puts out a lot of great stuff, mainly Melbourne-based things. Yeah, like the song Mount Beauty alone is brilliant on this, and I also like David Bowie Eyes, little play on the Betty Davis eyes there. There's a nice inner there with the band, and I think that, yeah, there's Courtney playing some rhythm guitar on the left, and lyrics, and the record itself, just black with black labels. Great stuff. Her I nearly picked her most recent self-titled one over this, but when I went back and listened to them back to back, it's like, yeah, this is the one. It might be because I just know this one much better because I've had it longer. Who knows? Time will tell, because the last one's a cracker. All right, the brilliant Adelita, she of Magic Dirt. This is her first album. Just got the 2 solo albums at this stage. This is a real turnaround from the Magic Dirt sludge noise awesome Geelong rock and roll fest, which we love. This is really sparse, quite a dark, beautiful record. This is, yeah, if you thought, what will she do next after Magic Dirt, and we're thinking all she can do is rock, we were gladly proven wrong, that she can also write just beautiful, sparse songs. Like, yeah, this is such a good record. This is on Liberation Records, I think. And this comes with, what's this? A little one of them thingies. Lyrics. Absolutely nothing on that side. And, some little postcard thingies. Nothing on the back of that one. I don't know if that's up the right way. Maybe that's the right way. One of you artists can tell me that. And the vinyl, nice red sort of inner thing there, and one on beautiful maroon red kind of colour, and the other one guess. Gold. Yes. Yeah, I highly recommend this record. And last, real quick, The Drones, I See Seaweed. This one, what is this one on? Should have checked that shit out. Anyway, okay, so this is, of course, Gareth Lydiard, Fiona Kitchen, Dan Luscombe, and sadly the late Mike Noga on drums. What a live band this band was. I don't think they ever quite captured what they did in the studio, but this is close to the best for me. The track How to See Through Fog, I See Seaweed, A Moat You Can Stand In. This is just a killer record. Great rock and roll band. But not just straight up, a bit more intelligence and swagger and fire. Like, they were fantastic. And I'm really sorry, I've tried and tried, but I just cannot get into the project that Gareth and Fiona are in now called Tropical Fuckstorm. It's all just a bit calculated for me. This band truly had the fire on a good night. They were awesome. So this one's a double album. I seem to remember I said I'll just whip through these. That didn't really happen, did it? All right. That is that. Thanks for going the distance, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.